Holy shit, that was a nice drop. Okay, and we got the Fire Knight's Greatsword, perfect. Nice, another Iris of Occultation. That's sweet. I wasn't expecting to find another ulcerated tree spirit down here. I'm looking for another spirit ash if I can find Fire Knight Queeline, the NPC. I don't know if he'll still be around on Journey 6. I might have to wait till Journey 7. I did accidentally fall and lose my runes, so we'll grab those as well. Okay, I think hopefully he should be down here somewhere. Queeline. Ah, sweet. Use the prayer room key. I don't think I ever came in here.
Mother to us all, favor me with thy grace. I have met many who would threaten or distress thee, and quelled each and all. And I hereby swear to never cease. So please, grant me thy grace. Leave me with my solitary light.
Nice, getting lots of message of praises as well.
Queen Marika, I implore thee, bestow thy grace. Take not from me my solitary light.
Okay, apparently if we give him the Iris of Occultation, we get his Great Sword instead, which I also need. So let's do that this time. That way we can keep the Iris of Grace and Occultation in our inventory, since we have two of the occult ones.
Queen Marika, take not.
And we'll get the sword.
I would not. Am I not pure? Defile thee, I would never. I ask, why wouldst thou think to purloin from me? Deignest thou not to look upon me? All this time, I held in my heart only thee.
Damn, poor Queeline. He definitely wanted the Iris of Grace. There we go, Queeline's Great Sword. If you read that description, Great Sword of the Fire Knight Queeline. A weighty, piercing sword with a blade that undulates like fire. Queeline devoted his all to the crusade and remade his greatsword in the shape of the lance wielded by his liege, aspiring to become a second impaler. Skill impaling thrust, skill that lets piercing armaments overcome enemy shields. Build power then lunge forward for a strong thrust that pierces an enemy's guard. Alright, mystery solved on the prayer room key, the Queeline, Spirit Ashes, which we'll have to wait until Journey 7 now and use an Iris of Grace on him. So that'll be a better outcome for him next time around. Which means we have all of our summons that we can possibly get on this journey. We'll have to wait till Journey 7 to get 3 more. Ancient Dragon Florisax, Fire Knight Queeline, and the Sword Hand of Night Jolan. Since we just got a weapon, let's keep the trend of weapons going and let's go after some weapons. Some DLC weapons that were missing. Nice, there's another beetle down there. Oh, it explodes, but I got an Ash of War. Piercing throw. Nice, that's one of the ones I needed as well, it's perfect. That's funny because this is the area where I found a beetle at the beginning of the last episode. And I was hoping it would be an Ash of War, but it was just a smithing stone. Then I came back and found another beetle. What is this, Night Rain? Fighting a group of misbegottens? Definitely already got a couple misbegotten short bows, so we'll probably throw that out. I actually came out to the Morth Ruins looking for the Dryleaf Arts weapon, but I may not be able to get it until Journey 7. Nice, all those message appraisals just helped me power through that, giving me health. Okay, yeah, the Dryleaf Arts, we'll have to wait until Journey 7 so that we can interact with Dane's questline properly. But now I'm going to go to the Scorched Ruins and we're going to try and get our hand on the Backhand Blade. Okay, there's definitely some items here that I missed. There it is, nice. I wasn't expecting that to be a weapon because it was just a small common item. But I guess it's supposed to be one of the early DLC weapons and I just completely missed it. Sweet, so we got that. Okay, we got a couple new things to look at. The Ash of War Piercing Throw, usable on throwing blades, grants affinities and skills to an armament. This Ash of War grants an armament the keen affinity and the following skill. Piercing Throw. Throw armament with a powerful spin, causing it to bore through foes. When using this skill, the armament can be thrown further than normal and also pierce through enemies. And we got the Backhand Blade. Curved blade wielded with a backhand grip. A type of weapon wielded by Hornsent for generations. The style of combat associated with this weapon is marked by spinning slashes and gouging thrust attacks. Skill, Blind Spot. Leap into close quarters to take advantage of the enemy's blind spot and gore them from the side. Inputs determine which side you strike from. The attack slips below the opponent's guard. Alright, it looks like we're going back into one of the jails for a missed item, the Chilling Perfume Bottle. Definitely seemingly missed a lot of secrets in these jails. It's good that they're complex. This fucking thing's blind or what? Nice, a rune arc. That's an awesome rare drop from a rat. Aha! Jail lower level key. Which I think I used before, so it has more than one application. There we go, the hidden wall led us through. Shadow Realm Rune 4. Lamenting Visage, okay. That's something I did need. I wasn't expecting to find that here, but that's awesome. So the Chilling Perfume Bottle is still somewhere in this dungeon then, because the guide that I was saying said you needed to use the upper jail key. And I just used the lower jail key. Something about descending a ladder as well, so keep searching. But that was still awesome to find that secret, and I was gonna have to come here and get that Lamenting Visage one way or another eventually. We got that out of the way now. What? It might be here? How did I never come in here before? That is just crazy. There it is, the Chilling Perfume Bottle. So obvious. I missed it so many times, including this time, right near the entrance of the dungeon. I guess just because that thing comes out and attacks you, just like always distracted my eye from going over there or something, I don't know. I just saw it as a wall in my mind. That's weird. But hey, we got it, and we got another item for exploring more thoroughly as well, so no harm, no foul. We can take a look at these. The Chilling Perfume Bottle. Perfume bottle remade into a weapon by perfumers of the realm of shadow. Attacks release perfumed powder, producing an icy chill. From time to time, perfumers set out on journeys to pursue new aromatics and flower gardens. Skill kick, which we've read many times. Lamenting Visage, a stone lantern carved to resemble a lamenting human head, the eyes vacantly beaming out light. Can be raised up when equipped in the left hand, illuminating more of the surrounding area. Yo, that's really cool. But I think it's a torch weapon in that category. The unusual expression somehow imparts a sense of contentment. The languid ease of one who needs not sight. Unique skill, Blindfold of Happiness. Swing the head while covering the eyes, unleashing a wail of lamentation while temporarily making the user of this skill harder to see. To those who seek happiness, blindness is bliss. Nice, that's funny. Couple of awesome new items there. Good stuff. Yeah, I'd love a coffee, man. Yeah, I did have a stone sheath sword. That's weird. I couldn't find it anywhere in my inventory. Raise the Sword of Light to the dark. No, I don't want to do that. So I have a Sword of Light too, maybe? I'm not sure. I'll figure it out after. Okay, the Sword of Darkness does appear to be new. Sword of Darkness, pulled from its stone scabbard at an altar. From the quick of the root, wandering coils of darkness coalesce and release. Their eddies and vortices give form to the dark blade. Unique skill, Darkness. Raise the sword aloft and cleave surroundings with darkness. Deals holy damage and temporarily reduces holy damage negation. Okay, I did have the Sword of Light. For some reason, I couldn't find it before, but that's good. Now we've got the Sword of Light and the Sword of Darkness. We're missing the Stone Sheath Sword. That's the basic one that can evolve into either or. And we'll get that on Journey 7, because we won't be able to get another one here on Journey 6. I got that as a gift from that invader. That's why I'm able to get 2 of them, 1 of each, this playthrough, which is pretty sweet, actually. Okay, we're off to the Shadow Keep to farm the Fire Knight's Greatsword. Should be able to take the elevator down from here and farm it. Yeah, this Fire Knight here should have it, and we'll send the elevator back up so it'll be easier for next time. We'll try and get 2 of them, might as well get 2 for dual wielding right away. Nada. Holy shit, that was a nice drop. Okay, and we got the Fire Knight's Greatsword, perfect. That took definitely more than 20 tries, that was crazy. And we need another one, so we're going to be grinding it out a little bit longer, but at least we're halfway there now. I'll discard these because we've already got duplicates for our storage collection. This as well. Then we'll read the item description on our new Fire Knight's Greatsword. Greatsword of the Fire Knights, a long slender blade that undulates like fire. Blessed with a flame incantation, further flame imbuement will amplify the effect and greatly increase the armament's power. Skill, Stamp, Upward Cut. Brace armament and step into a low stance that prevents recoil from most enemy attacks. Follow up with a strong attack for an upward strike. It is supposed to be a 4% drop rate for this sword, but at level 99 arcane, that's wild. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll get it back to back. No. Nice, there we go, there's our duplicate. Now we can dual wield the Fire Knight's Greatsword if we want to. And that one is checked off the list. Beautiful. Our next item, the Carrion Sorcery Sword, is somewhere in Castle Ensis, in an area that we have to drop down from the waterfalls above, which I was exploring a little while back. And I remember there being another secret that I didn't get to, so this is probably it. Ooh, maybe some starlight shards over there I never got to. Where's that on the map? This end of the castle. It's possible we were never able to get up here before without dropping down from that cliff above. Yeah, I think this is our chest where we're going to be getting this weapon that we're looking for, the Carrion Sorcery Sword. Perfect. Okay, so that mystery's solved, and we can try to get that starlight shard down there on the cliff as well. Over there. That was a close one. Safely get back here, and we should be able to drop down. Hell yeah, some starlight shards. Just one. Check our new item as well, Carrion Sorcery Sword. One of the Carrion royal family's glintstone swords, a smaller piercing sword with a slender blade, formerly used by the Carrion knights of old before the full refinement of their sorcerous combat techniques. This armament functions as a catalyst for glintstone sorcery when executing strong attacks. Skill Impaling Thrust, skill that lets piercing armaments overcome enemy shields. Build power, then lunge forward for a strong thrust that pierces an enemy's guard. Okay, we're back in Enir, Elden, looking for the really powerful Euphoria twin blade weapon that we missed. Apparently a lot of people really like this weapon. It's one of the better ones in the game and the DLC, so we'll have to check it out for ourselves. But we won't be able to duplicate it this time around. I'm actually really surprised I never found this Euphoria weapon before, because I definitely came down this way. Unless I just missed it in my inventory, there's definitely a very good chance of that, because I've got so much stuff. And it's split up between inventory and storage. But we'll try again since we're already here. Well, there's already one item I missed. Hopefully he made it. I didn't see. You don't need that special jump though to do that. Yeah, it's down here, and we go down into Bellarat. There should be another elevator. Okay, I think we're getting warmer. Yeah, I think this is the elevator, but that's crazy if I never came down here. They definitely made it quite far along this path and got a lot of treasure. But yeah, this door is sealed, so I never came down here. Well, that's awesome. This is a crazy area to get to. It's really hard to get here. A lot of tough enemies, no graces or respawns along the way. And the reward is one of the best weapons in the game. It'll be amazing to come back here on Journey 7 and duplicate it, so I can dual wield it. The Euphoria. Check it out. Twin blades symbolizing abundance, the secret treasure of the tower. Though the blades, fashioned from golden shoots, are largely wilted and darkened, their luster can be restored by dealing damage to foes. However, damage dealt to those who live in death will have no such effect. Unique skill, Euphoria Vortex. Using the power of the vortex, violently twirl the armament, dealing multiple slashes directly ahead. The greater the restored luster of the blades, the greater the power of this skill. However, use of this skill will fully consume the blade's luster. Another one down. Next we're going after the Forked Tongue Hatchet, which is most likely going to be coming from imps in catacombs, and we're just going to have to grind it out, is my guess, but we'll see. Yeah, dropped by imps in the Scorpion River catacombs. We're going to need to get 2 of them so we can dual wield it. There we go.